Chat! Chat! How's it going? Happy Friday, everyone! Give me one moment, chat. Give me one moment. I'll be right with you. Okay. Here we go. There we go! Doki Literature Club. I've legitimately never played this game before. Kinda nervous. Not gonna lie, kinda nervous. Like, I think I know, like, some things about it. But yeah, follow the warning. This game isn't very kind, if that makes sense. I don't want to. All right, we're popping off. We're popping off. We're popping off. We're popping off. We are popping off. We are popping off. We are popping off. We are popping off. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're good. So what do I do? Okay, I can click. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience while playing this game. For content warnings, please visit that link. Visit it, guys. By playing Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Obviously, you guys can't hit I agree. Oh. Okay. Um, you guys hit I agree. So, um, if you do get easily disturbed, I recommend that you click off the stream now for your own safety, because I care about you guys. Care about you guys a lot. So, I'm gonna hit I agree. Oh, it's the TikTok song! Oh my god, guys, it's the TikTok song! Let's go! Let's go! Anime girl time! Hell yes! We're popping off, we're popping off, we're popping off! We're popping off, we're popping off! Let me see. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna hit new game. Let me check the settings real quick. Okay. I'll keep them at that real quick. Okay. Zipper. I hope this game won't dox me. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Oh boy. You know the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would sleep over. She would oversleep. I can't read. I'm literally like the worst reader ever. So I apologize. I apologize if I read shit wrong. I'm terrible. She would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Don't we all? However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Zipper. I am very mean. I'm like the meanest person you'll ever know. I'm like the worst. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you want, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Ha! Say Sayori. Get it? It's funny, cause the words say, okay. Hehe. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Zipper, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. Yes, Sayori. I'm not interested. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? Did I? I read that backwards. Oh well. I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I'm a weeb? Well, I mean the game that I'm playing. Okay. Alright. Okay. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Alright, you know what? I know how to socialize. It's just that I don't have the will to use that power. To use that knowledge. I know how to socialize. I just don't know. Yeah. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. NEET? What does that mean? I'm oblivious to a lot of things. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. I mean, the school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Let me take a drink real quick. Let me take a drink, chat. Let me take a drink. Gotta stay hydrated. Gotta stay hydrated. Any of you in chat have a drink with you right now? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm sorry, I don't know why I left. That I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Chicken butt! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori? Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your stupid ass club! Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. For real, for real. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club, 'cause anime is cool. Come on, please? Why do you care so much anyway? Yes, Sayori. Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Ehehe. Don't make promises you can't keep. Damn right. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll help. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Where the hell did I get help from that? I'm literally the worst reader. Yes, let's go. Let's go! Sayori is the baby. Okay, Sayori is the baby. She is. She is, Twitch chat. She is. And thus, today marks the day I sold out. I sold my soul for a cupcake. What? I dejectively follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you not to call me a new member. Eh? I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I just am today. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Zipper, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god, Twitch chat! Cute girls! Oh my god! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Oh my god. Is this okay to play on Twitch? Is this actually okay? I don't know. Well, there's a category for it, so I'm assuming, yeah. Anyway, back to the game. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her. She gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear. Oh, I should have whispered it. Then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. No, I can't believe I'm playing this game. Yuri, who appears completely more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, right? Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Zip. I don't know you. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked. But we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Zipper. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. I'm not gonna remember who's who. I'm being completely honest. Like, I know their names already, but like, I don't know. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da. Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and the little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute. I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite of. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. No. But not for, you, dummy. Alright, that's kind of rude. That's very rude. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us. I can't read. Before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. How the hell do you make the tea though? There's no fucking stove. There's not gonna be a stove in a classroom. Like, how are you gonna boil the water to make the tea? You can't. Put it in the fucking windowsill? Is that what you're gonna do? After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant, that's... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? Actually, hang on. Let me check real quick, chat. I'm gonna mute my mic. Hang on, I'm gonna go on the BRB screen. Okay, We're back. We're back, Twitch chat. Sorry for that. I I wanted to make sure my mic was good and everything. Oh. I was afraid of mouse, get off screen. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't... Okay. I thought I had a hiccup. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Okay. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I don't trust him. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha. Well, haha. I did the fuckboy face, but you can't see it. Ahaha. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather be... can't speak. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festival that much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow this club. That we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Zipper, what kind of things do you like to read? I can't read. Well, considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? For a loop? Through a loop? Whatever. I'm sorry I keep pausing. I'm drinking because reading this much and like reading it out loud is making my throat like scratchy, which you could probably tell already. I didn't mean to cough in your ear, my bad. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'm a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. She said the funny thing. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give it back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, sometimes I guess. I guess sometimes. I can't read Twitch chat. I can't. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this game has literally just been me reading and pressing enter for like the past 30 minutes. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically? Is that a word? At Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Zipper? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Zipper, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. No! Stop being a simp. Stop being a simp. This isn't actually me, guys. I would never. I would never. I would never, chat. I would never. I would never do such a thing. Never, ever, never, ever. Never, never, ever, ever. Never. Never. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. You're always super pissed, Natsuki. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Zipper, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Okay. Alright. No. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Zipper, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Cringe! I'm kidding. With that, the two of us depart the club and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Uh-oh! Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh boy. Do I actually have to write? It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Finally, after 43 minutes of streaming, I can finally do something other than hit enter. Okay. Meager. Meager? Should we go for meager? I'm gonna go with meager. Laugh. Can I? I thought I could pick them up or something. Why do I have stickers of them? That's creepy. Laugh journey, sparkle, childhood, amazing adventure, sticky, uncanny, imagination, or universe. Sticky. Lust, lollipop, color, bouncy, unrestrained, excitement, holiday, tenacious, sunny, or hopeless. Definitely not the first one. Unrestrained? ribbon, joy, skirt, flee, grief, secretive, entropy, love, clumsy, extraordinary. Entropy. Anxiety, calm, socks, heartbeat, intellectual, starscape, Papa. Graveyard, shiny, or fireworks. Graveyard. Bliss, giggle, desire, despise, extreme, spinning, sing, hair, marshmallow, family, marshmallow. Fantasy, raindrops, flying, sweet, disaster, variance, happiness, waterfall, together, whistle. These are like different words from like all different spectrums. Like, flying. Anger, rainbow, frightening, determination, wonderful, summer, bunny, embrace, party, or peaceful. Undertale. Portrait, nibble, games, dark, vivid, sensation, twirl, email, parfait, or sadness. Parfait, because it's the funniest. Question, unstable. We all know it. We all know it. Electricity, shame, pink, playground, hope, disoriented, chocolate, incongruent, kitty, destiny. Incongruent, because I don't know what it means. Essence, defeat, heart, atone, shopping, poof, music, dream, alone. Dream! Dream! Strawberry, romance, fireflies, prayer, friends, disown. I'm sad. Okay, explode is kind of funny, but I don't I don't want to click it because I don't know where it's gonna go. Should I go for it? Should I go for it? Should I go for it, chat? No. No, you know what? I'm going for it. Fun, covet, passion, vertigo, melody, uncontrollable, hop, fester, rain cloud, warm. Fester. Daydream. Dream! Boop. Tears. Bed, nightgown, charm, treasure, feather, tragedy, pain. Which one? Which one, chat? Come on. Come on, chat. Come on. Which one? No, no. No. Feather. Because it was above pain. Disarray. Haven scent. Cheeks. Fickle. Contamination. Cheer. Insight. Whisper. Bubbles. Massacre. Massacre. We like massacre. Arson! Hi again, Zipper. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha 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 ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Zipper. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making a dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Oh shit. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Zipper always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I'm not dependable. I am not an item. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What the fuck? Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Zipper can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. What weird situation? She just said you guys could be friends. Stop being a simp. Oh. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Turn into Tim Allen from Home Improvement. Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should probably keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Oh my god! Oh my god! She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own place. I look forward to hearing what you think. Do I actually have to read this book? Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Oh boy. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused then, I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it, not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have two copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just wanted to buy two of them. Ah, I see. Oh shit! Oh shit! I had an alarm set for the beginning of the stream and now it's going off. Shit. Shit. Okay. I must have just snoozed it. I apologize, chat. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let go. Let it go. I can't read. I literally can't read if I haven't made that clear enough. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Is that foreshadowing? No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? No, really. No. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah ha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Ah ha ha. Ah ha. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Zipper? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just one of those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, let me guess. Let me guess what she's gonna say. I think she's gonna say, oops. I think she's gonna say, you relate to the villain. Right? How much you wanna bet? Oh. They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Yeah, kinda. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. My voice just kind of like stopped, you know? I might as well get started reading it, right? You You don't have to. Ahahaha. I'm gonna do that every time now. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you were looking. Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve a book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine. It's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. I just looked over my shoulder. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. I looked over my shoulder again. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Haha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I read that right? I feel like I didn't. Oh well. Ah, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Cutscene! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Yeah, words. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. I'm not gonna lie. No! No! I didn't mean... Can I go back? Can I go back? Okay. Well, it's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. No. Okay, I am gonna turn down the music a bit. Cause... Is that good? Cause it's really difficult to read with music blasting in your ears. I'll admit. It's as if I could feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it by my own volition. Yeah. English. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an inanimate. I'm sorry, chat. I literally cannot read. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Water. Drink it. It's good. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's just more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Wow, gonna make fun of her like that. Wow, wow, so rude. Absolutely rude. Absolutely rude. Absolutely, absolutely. Yuri remains silent for a moment. Fuck. But Zipper. That's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Wow! See, I told you! I made fun of her. Oops. Uh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess it, I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Ah, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay everyone, I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. I hope it's not like a hard copy, like a hardcover, because that would hurt that would hurt like balls. All right, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Um, I guess I don't have much of a preference either way. Hmm. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In in that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. All right. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. See, I wouldn't do that. I would lie. I would skip to the actual chapter, like the end of the chapter sheet said, and yeah, because I'm a little rat like that. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, my relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems, but there's 5 people. That would not split out evenly. Sayori's Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh boy. Oh. Um. Um, um, uh, I don't know who. I don't know who to. Should I like Yuri? Cause I like Yuri. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. And I almost tipped my fucking chair over. Oops. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Okay. Alright. Yuri's mean to me. Yuri's a bully. Yuri first covers her mouth, but ends up covering her whole face. I, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah ha ha ha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of experience do you have? Your use of imaginary and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. That's poggers. That's a poggers compliment. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just mean, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Alright. Okay. That hurt. That hurt a little. I worked hard on that poem. I clicked a bunch of words. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about the poem like that. About people like that. The poem. Yeah, the poem. Talk about the poem. Because I am dumb. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be a literature club. Oh, I gotta read. What if I just skim through it? Would that be good? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. I can't read script. It's very hard. It's very hard for me to read script. Cursive, whatever. But I'll try for you guys. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the rest of my time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? 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 What, chat? What? What did she say? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Okay. Alright. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm not playing this game anymore. I'm back. I'm playing the game again. I'm gonna play the game again. Yeah, I just got up and left. Ah. Well, I just don't read a script very often. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I'm a ghost. You into me? You into me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not funny. I'm literally not funny. I'm legitimately not funny at all. Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zipper. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after. Do I need to get up and leave again? Do I seriously need to get up and leave again? Because I will. I will fucking leave. I'll go outside. I will open my bedroom door, walk outside, walk down the stairs, walk outside, and leave my house. I will run away from home. I'm kidding. That's a joke. Well, I suppose he did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so, nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from yours. From you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ah, you know. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Zipper. Ah, me too. Oh my god, I gotta read all their fucking poems. This game is like work. I just like it. I'm kidding. This game is actually fun. Kind of. This is a good poem, Zipper. Are you sure it's your first time? Pause. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really just happy. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Zipper. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? I'm very selfish, actually. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now, that was the most, unenthusiastic way I could have read that. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. More reading! Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. This fucking game. Sayori. This is just a guess, but do you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late for to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Yeah. Yeah. Anyone watching this right now, if you skip breakfast, don't. Don't do that. Eat. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. No, I don't. I guess I'll go in order. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just it just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Bro, I picked the word depression. How is it not cute? Okay, depression is not cute. That was a joke. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Ow! My knee! I hit it on my desk. My legs are like too long for under my desk. So. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. That's funny. That's really funny. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I'm sorry I keep pausing. I keep looking over at chat. Like I set up for a rhyme. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that went went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect from the youngest one here. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay. Oh, let me not do Monica. Let me pick the other millions of options I have right here. Okay. Hi, Zipper. Shut up. Having a good time so far? Shut up. Wait. Oh, it wasn't letting me hit space or enter. Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, oh, I can hit space. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Ahahaha! Don't worry, Zipper. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? What is that supposed to mean? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Zipper. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. Ooh, 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 ooh. Monkey noise. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Ahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Whoa, really? Writings that Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deep analyze all of the Nu- nuances. Nuisances, yeah. I can't take years of practice when I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. Never. I would never. I would never. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. Thank you. Thanks so much. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahaha. Ahaha. Anyway. Whoa, did we just kiss? Hey Game Rush, welcome to the stream. that is good advice. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. I'm not good at reading. That's what I'm not good at. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. I did air quotes. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. My retinas, they burn! Already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless images. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole with infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. I'm a I'm a child. I'm a child. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ahaha. It's okay. Every single time they say aha, I gotta go. Like the lip bite thing. Like, you know? Doing the fuckboy face. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany. Yeah, that's the word. Recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. PogChamp. That's my advice for the day. For today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. Good! I'm tired of reading. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up. Okay, yeah, I know it's a visual novel, but still. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of papers, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Natsuki is a bitch. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? It's literally about animals and what they do in the world. And how people are useless. Yeah, totally. I I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that? This sounds like a Twitter debate. It is a Twitter debate. You mean you have to try that to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. If I wasn't looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Zipper did too. I never said I liked it. I never did. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Zipper liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Zipper appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. I have two anime girls fighting over me right now. Huh? Oh, huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Zipper started showing up. What is this? N- I have two anime girls fighting over me right now. I can't even get an anime girl. Too true, too true. Natsuki, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. I I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Zipper, she she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Zipper. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complete complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste of time. A waste. I don't know why I added the time there. You understand that, right, Zipper? Um, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. uh, 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 I gotta go with Yuri. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. I keep debating whether I like Yuri or Monica the most. I like Yuri the most. I'm just saying that. Well, that's. But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Ooh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and you just told her how you felt. Then this then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said something some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Mm. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling feeling very, 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 very bad for her. Um, Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without Natsuki, without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. And then I say, Yuri, you're hot. And then we make out. Thanks, Zipper. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, eh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. How? How? There's no stove or any sort of like open flame. How would you make tea? How? Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. It's not logical. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Bro, what the fuck does this fucking club have access to school cafe? Yeah, for real. How does she make tea? Like seriously. Like for real, for real. It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Zipper, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. I've never said my name so much in a game. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too? So your poems will turn out even better? I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can I can at least do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. Simp ass motherfucker. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Undertale! Zipper, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Let's go! I should name myself the baby. That would have been funny. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Zipper, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone else is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Simp ass. Like first they have fresh baked cupcakes, then yeah, for real. They just summon them from like the sky. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder, and then kissed. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. That's fucked up. That's actual fucked up. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay. What? What? What, What words should I pick? I'm gonna pick contamination. I love how big of a douchebag our character is. For real. Uncontrollable. Beauty. Portrait. Kitty. Giggle. Skirt. Excitement. Explode. No! Wait! Agonizing. Disown. Spinning. Fester. Lust. Hopeless. Laugh. Doki Doki. Family. Sweet. Is Doki Doki actually like a word? Hang on. I need to Google this. It is a word. Okay. It's an onomatopoeia. For a heart beating quickly. Usually with anticipation or excitement. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I'm gonna use agonizing. Sensation, pure, hop, extraordinary, covet, judgment, embrace, clumsy, boop, boop. Vivid, anger, happiness, pain. Because I'm sad. Excuse me? Excuse me? Oh! Excuse me! Sayori likes pain. For real. I can't click on these or anything. That'd be cool if like you could click and drag them, but nibble. Uncanny. Vivacious. Raindrops alone, alone. Defeat, vibrant, shame, breathe, blanket, determination, hair, fluffy, sadness. Nature, fear, vertigo, peace, nightgown, vacation, philosophy, graveyard. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to impress Yuri so I can marry her. Cry. Let's see here. What's my favorite word out of all of these? Cry. Disarray, promise, intellectual, together, tenacious. Tenacious D? Isn't that the name of the band Jack Black is in? Jack Black is in Doki Doki Literature Club. It's confirmed. Together. Playground, daydream, summer, warm, vitality. Puppy. Bark. Owa. Atone. What? Wonderful friends, silly flying, passion, cage, sunset, electricity. Electricity, cause awesome. Play, variance, tragedy, marshmallow, pout, whisper, insight, treasure, frightening, waterfall. Well, I picked marshmallow last time, so frightening, because this is what this game is. Incongruent, analysis, ocean, lipstick, dream. Do. These themes don't go together. They don't at all. I don't care really. So a weird ass novel. Yeah. Love, kiss, marriage, loud, hurt, milk. Mouse! I'm a Mickey Mouse streamer, so it works. Kawaii Massacre. Usuku Kawaii! Oni-chan. Oni-chan. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Zipper. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being at the club is all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing you got to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse, and then I steal it and then run. I take it and then run. Sayori fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ha ha ha. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you planned to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. Ah. I wasn't listening or anything. Yeah, you were. You're always hungry. This woman knows me too well. It's just something in my book. Yuri, tell Zipper to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after putting a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is is fair enough retribution. Yeah, words, English, yeah. Ah, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh, ahaha. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. That. Okay, I'm a lot like Sayori. I'm gonna be honest. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Ehehe. Pwap. Kya! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow. Was that what was a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Actually, this fucking... Actually, that one almost worked. Ha ha ha. I was just gonna give it to you. But when But when I heard you blab about the cupcakes, it was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Haha. Nanatsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I love getting a cookie thrown right in the fucking face. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the paper and takes a big bite. So good. Mmph. Sayori suddenly clasped her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours really looks good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah? Why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one with me. Hehehe. Sayori got out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? A mouthful. Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Geez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances round. Monica isn't in the clubroom. Ugh. 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 Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything before her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. Didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Monica... shit, I read the fucking thing. I'm really tired right now. Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really... I just kind of started recently. Kinda sus. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Zipper. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I can't read. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Hey Yuri. Eh? I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go go ahead and get started. Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? How are you making this tea, woman? How? Literally how? There's literally no fire in the classroom whatsoever. Or does she just put it in the windowsill? Like, not at all. Thanks very much. And the cups too. Where do the cups come from? If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention yourself as well. Oh! Yuri stands up, makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me a small water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. Oh. I forgot electric kettles existed. I guess that makes sense. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Hey, I'm lonely. Welcome to the chat. What's poppin'? What is poppin'? Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. Ah, I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Just playing some anime game. That's all. That's all. Just playing an anime game. Popping off. Popping off. Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Eh? That's what's up. That's what's up. We're just... Yuri was going to make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Ah, okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? That's... Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you... do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Zipper in club activities? Eh? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Humph. Then let's go, Zipper. Ah. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Oh my god, she followed. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri. Something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Zipper, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I'm in love with you. No, not even. Not even. I wouldn't be in love with a video game character. Anyway. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide them. I would not. I would never. I would never be in love with a video game character. Like maybe if I was in a video game. We have emotions and we can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light. Oh my god. I literally cannot read tonight. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. Ah. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? Ah, Yuri lifts her head. Zipper, I really like being friends with you. Ahaha. Lip bite. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Water fountain. Water fountain. That's fun to say. Water fountain. Water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we turn to the classroom. Zipper, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. Ooh, the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. Hoo. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little one to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed? I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. Good. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. I turn into the peanut butter baby sometimes. I just go, ah, ah. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Zipper. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Zipper, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's just a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Yuri? Is this Twitch TOS appropriate? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I retrieve the book from my bag. I didn't mean it. I don't mean to put my cursor on there. I keep having to click on the fucking thing because I keep checking Streamlabs. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. I take it since it'll go with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer next to each other. Pop off, I guess. Pop off. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. Oh, damn! Pop off, pop off, pop off! How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Not me. Not me! Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is atrocious. This is. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. Meanwhile, she wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Cutscene! Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy pot and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Mouse! Mickey Mouse! Mickey Mouse stream. Come on. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Zipper, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that even she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling with the rhythm of her breaths. No, really. Not like that's how breathing works. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, Yuri parts her lips. But it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay, everyone. Did you just really? Did you just really? Did you just do this, Monica? Did you? Okay. Alright. Alright. Mickey Mouse streamer. Ooh-ah? Ah. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems. Zipper, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the tea cups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Oh, I need to do this again. Why do I need to do this again? I did this once. It's not, it was miserable the first time. You know I have to go with Yuri. You know it. Let's see what you've gotten written for today. Yuri stares at the poem, surprised with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Do you love it?
Zipper. This one might even be better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Her hands appear sweaty. Palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. I just popped off. For real, for real. For real, for real. Just popped off. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. This woman is nodding. Am I right? Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Oh, yeah. I have to read cursive. Okay. Okay. Battle pop off. My voice is getting, like, scratchy for... Fuck! We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I had noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon. What does that say? I literally cannot read cursive. I'm not even being. This isn't a bit. This isn't a bit. This isn't a bit. I legitimately cannot read cursive. The raccoon and urge. I think. I think it says urge. I'll go with urge. The moon. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is miserable. Ah. Oh god. Mickey Mouse stream, am I right? The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement, a rush of blood. Classic. I can't read cursive. I'm being legit. Pet, is that a P? Why is cursive so confusing? Like actually, like it legitimately like hurts my head. I get headaches. Pavlovian conditioning? I don't know. I slice. I'm sorry, chat. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. Yeah, sadly. I could see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I'm sorry, I paused. I keep looking out of the corner of my eye at OBS and I keep thinking like something's wrong. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Zipper? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. For real, for real. For real. Getting advice from a visual novel. Pop off, I guess. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, Zipper. That's exaggerating a little bit. I didn't mean to hit it that. Okay. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Now I gotta do the other three! Goo gaga! Goo gaga! I'm a little baby! I'm a little baby! Goo gaga! I'm a baby! Goo gaga! Goo gaga! Dot, dot, dot. Ooh! I like this one, Zipper. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Does that mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. But that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh. Ugh. Why don't you why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Uh, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. You If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Hmm. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes, when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make you make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Zipper. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? I pop off my scalp. Pop off! Pop off! We're popping off! We're popping off. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave. Okay. Okay, pause. Discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow the I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. That's very close to not rhyming. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Okay. I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each other, each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the title between my feet. The tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Sayori, are you okay? Are you okay, Sayori? Are you are you okay? Holy crap. Holy crap, Lois. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I think I'm too hard. I think I'm thinking too hard about the. Yeah, English. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ah, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of obsessing with something before dropping it, no matter than, no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, Natsuki. Hmm. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can really say it's any. But I can't really say it's any better either. Phew. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I, and I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you? Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Haha. Glad to see someone recognize my experience. Well then, keep practicing it and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for long enough. For long? For so long? I'm literally. My god. You might be. You might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone fluffy, spend so much time with someone like you? Is that a compliment? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. It wasn't a compliment. Uh, that was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what? You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's that's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing about I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. The fuck? The fuck is this? Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. Ah, sorry, I had to yawn. I doubt I have to explain. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people recognize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree with that subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. I have no idea if I read that right. I'm being completely honest. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my. That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of. Oh my god. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. I mean, but that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? Too true. I think people really need to learn how to respect others for liking weird things. That is true. Huh, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Just what a fucking hypocrite. That is like the most hypocritical thing ever. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Uh, it's not like that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I do too. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Fair. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay. Monica's turn. Hi again, Zipper. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with another masterpiece. Ahaha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not only getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery is better than the last one I read. Just wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on in that head of hers? I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. I just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. But still defending her like that. You must be pretty into her. Pause. Pause. Chat, can I get a pog? Can I get a pog champ? Chat, can I get a pog champ? Can I get a pog champ? For real, for real? Cause like, whew, you completely misunderstood. Ahaha, calm down, I'm kidding. Besides, I'm pretty sure she's already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyway. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh, well, I know. I was just saying. But anyway. No! I accidentally hit it. You want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacoch- cacophony? Cacophony? Is that a word? I've never heard that before. Of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violet, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine. Sine. Cosine. Tangent. I'm literally too tired. I like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing on a vinyl on like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Okay, Monica, that is not TOS. That is not TOS, okay? Alright, Monica, that is not TOS. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ahaha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Ahaha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling. Monica kinda, okay. Or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult question. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. What? 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 Excuse me, what? What? The, uh, uh, you never know when you might change your mind. What the fuck? Or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? I don't think it is. What am I even talking about? Ahaha. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today. If everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh. Ugh. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll end up just embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I really I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need you. We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry. I thought I thought you heard about today. It already. I can't read. we're going to be performing. Performing? Po- Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't you didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagine it, Yuri shakes her Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better. We'll be able to show everyone that what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons. Animal Crossing. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to inspire Oh my god, I literally cannot read. To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you could do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we could do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectively glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite a poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Haha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the word to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That that was so good, Monica. Ahaha. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Say Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. The poem is called. Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just moments ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? It's because of me. It's because of me, chat. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm really stupid. With perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Ah. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror, or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that it... What? So it'll come out the best that way. Yeah, words. I'm stupid. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew, through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Zipper liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't. Oh my god, my brain literally is going like 40 miles per hour in my word. Like, I'm reading it, my brain is like processing it way too fast. And it just comes out terrible. So, in other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you even a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki. Humph. Don't make me go before Zipper. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Does this mean I might as well let Zipper lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it? Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Just because I can't read doesn't. Okay. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. No, it's not! Kick her ass. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The podium is called. It's called the poem. Podium. Like I said, my brain is like moving a million hours. So I apologize for my terrible reading, by the way, Twitch chat. I really like chat. I cannot apologize enough. I'm like so sorry that I read this bad. Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Humph. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone else applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of everyone else? Of other people? Where the hell did I get everyone? I'm legitimately like... I legitimately cannot apologize enough for how terrible I read. I don't know why I read that bad. I just do. I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it works. That's just how it is, so. Well, in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find another poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Fuck. Okay then. That happened. I dropped something. My bad, chat. My bad. It makes me really happy. Ah yeah, no problem. Okay everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. Ah! It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Ehehe. Geez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Zipper. You don't have to say it. Whatever. Let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Ehehe. We all know it. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? I mean, it makes... Given how hard it is to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Aha, you admitted it. Jeez. There's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not for long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sayori, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I can't just lie to her. But if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only in a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay. I am going to save here. And we'll continue this a later day because I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but I'm legitimately tired. I can barely read, and I am just absolutely out of it right now. So I hope you guys could forgive me for my terrible reading. But I've never played this game, and I literally got it yesterday. I was like, oh, I should stream it because that would be fun. So here I am, I guess. So anyway, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for whoever's still here. Thank you for the people that sat through my terrible reading, terrible everything. So yeah, we'll do this a later day. I don't think maybe tomorrow, but definitely someday. Cause yeah. Also, I have to say I really appreciate the support recently. Um, you guys are absolutely amazing. I love you all to bits, and I will see you guys later. Bye.